Hello everyone, here is the summary of Ritanya's dowry harassment case that has drawn nationwide attention in India. And India wants to know what is the story behind the victim, Ritanya, who was 27 years old. She was located in Avinashi, a Tripur district in Tamil Nadu. She was married on April 11, 2025. Apparently, after 70 days after marriage, she died by committing suicide on June 28, 2025. Here is the background. Ritanya married Kavin Kumar, a graduation of a former Congress MLA, a grandson of a former Congress MLA, in a lavish wedding that cost over 2.5 crores of rupees. The family gave up to 300 sovereigns of gold, a Volvo SUV, presumably it looks like an electric, which is worth about 70 lakhs, and also promised an additional 200 sovereigns, which became a source of harassment. And here are the allegations of abuse. 10 days into the marriage, Ritanya reportedly faced physical and emotional abuse from her husband and in-laws, with daily harassment over the remaining dowry, punishments like being forced to stand for hours of reading newspapers aloud. And her mother-in-law allegedly told her, "Don't think you can live here like your father's at your father's house. If you think so, you go back home." So ultimately, a tragic story ends on June 28th. Ritanya had visited a temple. She bought a pesticide consumed in a car near a place called Mondipalayam. And she was declared dead on arrival at Avinashi Government Hospital. Before her death, she recorded a WhatsApp message to her father, naming her husband and in-laws as responsible for her suffering and emotional trauma. A legal case has been filed. An FIR has been filed under BNS Section 85 for cruelty by husband or relatives, BNS Section 108 for abetment of suicide. And following this FIR, her husband Kavin Kumar, her father-in-law Ishwaramurthy, and mother-in-law Chitra Devi have already been arrested. All three are there in the judicial custody at Tripur District Jail. And the second bail hearing is scheduled for July 7th on 2025. And this case has ignited the public outrage for dowry-related violence, domestic abuse, and domestic violence against women, an urgent need for stronger enforcement of protective laws. So be aware of the situation, of the plight of women in our country. Do respect women and abolish this dowry system. It's so wrong and cruel to give and take dowry. This is something which provokes everyone's mind individually to think through how and the violence she has gone through as a woman. With only 10 days into the marriage, she was subjected to several abuses, both physically and mentally, and she had been tortured by both her in-laws and her husband. And her husband, now, but very criminal, old, has completed the graduation as an MBA graduate. Despite that, with the pretext of writing an IELTS exams, he seemed to have dodged to the exams, and nothing had been really productive in his mind except for the planning and the criminal activities and the perpetrators have got together against this innocent woman. And apparently everything was planned, from the physical abuse and the mental abuse, with the filming her. I think how inappropriate it was in her filming, which is yet to be discovered. I believe police will uncover the truth. There's a lot more to this case. I hope justice will prevail. Jai Hind.